Ladies and gentlemen, children all, here we go again for another podcast. In today's episode, we do have young, enterprising, handsome artist in the making, Banio Marah. He is a 9th grade pupil of St. Cecilia Junior High School here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I want to welcome you, Banio, to this podcast.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Folks watching, our desire is to bring the everyday, the stories and experiences of everyday people, even celebrities, to the fore. Trust me, if you follow us, share and like, because what we're about to discuss borders around a spirited young man with gifts in art as an artist, and also he's a sportsman, a protege in boxing. Sit back, listen, and enjoy as I engage 14-year-old Banio Marah. Banio, the last time we had a discussion, and it borders around your love for art. You're gifted, right?
Yeah.
So just walk me through, and with the people watching, how did this your gift in art started?
So it all started when I was around 6 years old. Me and my brother, we were both sketching on our drawing pad. Until one day, he searched up on YouTube how to draw the Canada flag, and then he showed it to me. Banio, let's go draw the Canada flag. And then we both drew until we finished it. I said, oh, this looks good. He went to go use the washroom, and then I took his iPad. I went on the search bar.
Okay.
I said, I read that they said how to draw. So I took out that how to draw Canada flag. So it's only how to draw. And I searched up. I see this video of how to draw this, how to draw that. I'd watch those videos, so on. Like study myself, how to draw certain things, Then from that day forward, I became more inspired to draw stuff like capture aspects of life, nature, and human beings.
Wow. So could you give us that day? When really was that time? When did this happen?
Yeah, I'd say like around 2015.
Okay. So if we do the math, 2015, that should be like over 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So from that day, what happened after that?
So from then on, from like simple sketches to like progressively realistic sketches on human beings, I'd start drawing like people from the Bible, such as Jesus,
Wow.
David and Goliath, Adam and Eve.
Wow.
Those characters, and then even my friends, my teachers, my family, they became interested like in my talent. I was progressing over time. It was like, oh, Banio, this looks very good. Like you should keep on going, Wow, like for your age, this is really good.
Okay.
Then over time, the drawings kept on getting more realistic. Even for me, it was like, oh wow, I drew this? And like, yeah.
So, in other words, you at some point you started admiring yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Have you been able to do a sketch of mom and dad, family members?
Yeah, when I was, let's say, 9-10 years old,
Yeah.
I drew my parents as a Christmas gift.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is who to mom and dad. Wow, hooray, mom and dad.
Yeah.
So, how has that impacted your school? At school, what has been the feedback from school, like your teachers? Because I know for sure you'll be drawing in school. Your teachers, your colleagues. What was what impact has your drawing been to them?
Well, even when my teachers are viewing my art, like say if I'm on the classroom and they see I already drew a sketch beforehand, before I left, they said, wow, Bonnie, you drew this? Wow, this looks so good, man. I didn't know that you're an artist like this. Then sometimes my teachers will ask me, or I'll do it even on my own. I draw like, let's say recently, I drew the resurrection of Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, then I gave it to my school for them to like showcase it right
Yeah.
in the front entrance,
Yeah.
so that everybody could see it. It's like, wow, this is talent. It's a God-given talent.
Superb.
Yeah.
So I know for sure when I was going to school, I was drawing too. Like I could remember when I got my daughter Daniela, she was like the day I think we took her for baptism, I just free-handedly did a drawing. That one went viral. But I just, for some reason, I just lost focus. But I can, like the other day we were here, you see, I just did a sketch with my pen. But even when I was with the Edmonton Public Schools, John D. Bracco, we used to have a girl, a native girl who was drawing. So I can draw in the class. So, oh, Mr. D, you can draw too. But I said, no, I lost focus. So do you think in art, the focus is permanent, or if you lost focus, you can forget about it, or what's your take on that?
Well, my own take on it is even from my own personal experience, like entering the early teenage years, you could be losing interest or hobbies in certain stuff you love to do as a child, you know, like these things you would love as hobbies. For example, in my case, I love drawing, right?
Okay.
Eventually on, like I'd be slowing down, like less consistent.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah. And then over time, sometimes if I see, I used to be drawing so much back then, like why did it stop? So that just made me
To flow on.
Yeah, full on, keep on going, you know. Why not just draw some more portraits and maybe make a little money off of it?
Okay. But tell me, what has been the support from the family? Because many a time you get the inspiration, you are inspired to do something, you are gifted, and then mom will say, oh, go to school. I don't want you to be in this. Go to school. I sent you to school. Like dad will say, no. That is not my piece of cake. So what has been the inspiration? What has been the support from the family when you started this till date?
Well, ever since they discovered my talent, my mom will be posting a lot of her drawings on social media, you know. Even from my young age, she'll be posting this drawing, like, for example, a caption, a wonderful drawing made by my 6-year-old son, Banio Marah.
That's right.
Yeah, and other captions such like, oh, this is a God-given talent to my young son, Banio Marah. And she's been supporting me since day one, you know, even to the extent putting me in like a lot of art classes.
Yeah.
So I could like keep on growing my talent, even progress it. Yeah.
So who's the first teacher you went to? Because I know for sure stuff like this, you'll be attached to a particular teacher or like a school or art school. So what was where was the first place you got enrolled into?
Well, it was a small art school in St. Albert's, I believe it was called Pygmalion School of Fine Arts. That's where my first art school was.
Okay.
Like, I was there from 2021 to 2022.
Okay.
Like, that was when I was in grade 7. I'll be making good, like, even sculptures.
Okay.
From clay and...
You did sculpture too?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Right.
You have some to show? No, or next time you come, will be. Because this is just the beginning. We'll be hearing more from you. So now, I think what I'm about to do before I go to the next episode is for us to see some of your handiwork, so that when we talk, people will see that we're not just talking, you're doing it. Right. So in a while, we'll be able to see some of your handiwork, like the stuff you did. And have you ever been able to make some money from this? Is it just for fun or what?
It's both, really. I can do it for fun, like hang it on my wall, or even make money out of it. Like, I even got almost $500 from one of my portraits.
Wow.
Like making a collection of portraits for the SLA.
Sierra Leonean Association of Alberta.
Yeah.
Oh, and fortunately we have the Secretary General sitting right here. my director is the Secretary General.
Mm.
So I'm jealous. I think because of what you did now, I haven't been able to get a single cent for my drawing. So I think now you give me some money, I'll try to start drawing again with your partnership. So, all right, let's go. So I'm in the school. I know for sure when I was at the Edmonton Public Schools, we do have exhibitions. Like you do for exhibition, we do per school. So has there been any time when your drawing has been exhibited as per school or whatever?
Oh yeah, like in school, last year I believe my district board, they invited me for like a celebration exhibition where they display all kind of arts from each grade, like from kindergarten to grade 12. They featured one of my arts from grade 8, and well, I had a good time there. It's like the ECSD arts celebration of art. Yeah.
Wow. Then I think in my discussion the last time, Mom told me you, from the early stage, you are engaged with one person, then you move to another sort of a higher artist, somebody who was doing better.
Yeah.
How about the transition from moving to one person from St. Albert? I think she enrolled you into another school. Could you throw light on that?
So it all started like one day my mom invited me to her room because my cousin texted her, said, "Oh, Mary, there's this art studio that they have these children, like making other people view the art, selling the arts, even making money out of it." So my mom, she got intrigued by this, and then she called me, "Oh, Banio, look at this." Then I got her to call that place so that we can make more inquiries.
Okay.
Yeah. So then one day, it's just that day where I went to that celebration of arts from the ECSD board.
Yeah.
After that, we traveled to like what we thought was like a big studio.
Yeah.
But when we entered that place where it was the studio, we just saw a house, a random house in the neighborhood.
Okay.
We called the arts director. Then he came outside. He instructed us to follow him to his garage, his big garage.
Okay.
Then when he opened the door, we see like a classroom full of art students.
There are lots of students that when you went there.
Yeah, like he really used his garage for good storage. He stored it well.
Wow.
You can see plenty of arts hanging on
the walls,
the ceiling, the walls. And he has a big TV where he could display like videos from YouTube of arts. So that name of the studio is called Palette Studio.
What's the name again?
Palette Studio.
Palette Studio. Is it still in existence? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there to this day.
Right. So you guys who are listening, we're listening to 14-year-old art student. We're here to tell the stories and experiences of everyday people. And I believe I'm emphasizing that before long, our guest here today, Banio Marah, an artist in the making, will become a celebrity, big time. Having discussed a while about Banio's gift in art, let's now take a while and view some of his handiwork. Maybe you'll be inspired to become an artist too. After which we will switch to another episode on Banio's life. Let's pay attention, sit back, and watch Banio's paintings. Sit back and enjoy how it started till date. It's a retrospective view about Banio's artwork. So let's start. Let's start with your drawings. Just show the viewers so that they will see how you started till now.
All right. So in this one, we're starting this panel first.
Yeah.
So in grade 2, I drew this. It's like a depiction of like the rock Jesus built, like as Peter. Since this is supposed to represent the rock, Peter, and then the church that he created.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like what's going on is like the Holy Mass.
Okay.
And then on the second panel, it's like, if Jesus wasn't great too, I think he would be kind to others and learn about God. I'm sorry for my bad handwriting.
No problem.
Yeah, and so this is like my early depiction of Jesus as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first couple panels.
Okay.
This one, I don't think there's drawing on here. This is just writing.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
this is just the initial stage. We'll go step by step how he started his job, and then we'll take it from there. So let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
This looks like a lion. Is it?
A tiger.
A tiger?
Yeah.
You see, like an animal, the tiger.
Mm.
I would want to meet a tiger. I would want to see the picture, but I would want to meet a tiger. You know what will happen if I do? Okay, let's go, Banio.
So this one was one of the drawings I made back in like the first art studio I made.
Okay.
It's like a depiction from a National Geographic picture from the 80s, like an Afghanistani elder just coming back from work, posing in front of the camera. Yeah. And yeah, I finished it. When I finished it, I was like, wow, like I drew this, and this looks so realistic.
So you sort of admired yourself.
Yeah.
All right. And then the next, which one is the other one?
This one.
This is a collection of artwork by Banio.
And this second last one is like a drawing of Che Guevara. Che Guevara is
Who is this Che? Who is this guy?
like a Argentinian revolutionary. Fidel Castro's.
Okay.
Yeah, he was one of his partners. So I drew this in grade 7, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of worn out a bit because it's kind of old.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Okay, then we'll go to the next one, which is
it's like statue of Poseidon. I drew this in grade 8. Yeah.
Show them, let them see.
So it's just a sketch I made while I was in class. It took a little bit, some classes to sketch. But yeah, I like this one a lot.
Okay.
And then the final one.
This is one which most people like to see. If you can see, this sketch is of Bob Marley, legendary reggae musician. If you are not even a musician, if you don't like music, when you hear Bob Marley, one love, one life. Let's get together and feel all right. He was one person who united the world with his reggae. He was a philosophical reggae musician. He's passed now, but trust me, our boy here, my grandson here, your son, your nephew, did this. I applaud you, boy. I give you a tap on your back.
Thank you.
And this is just few of his drawings so far. And so what was the concept of this? How did you conceive to do this for Bob Marley?
So it's like this. How should I put it? When I was in grade 7, that's when I started really discovering Bob Marley. Because even in my younger days, my parents would sometimes play Bob Marley music, like Three Little Birds or One Love.
Beside my doorstep.
Yeah.
Singing sweet songs.
Yeah.
Of melodies still. Because trust me, your mom is one of the best dancers I've ever witnessed, I've ever seen in Edmonton. She's a gifted dancer. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying mom. Your mom is a prolific dancer. So that is why Bob Marley song, that's good. So you see, when I would watch, when I be done to see, this is the son of Mary Y, Yandy, and Simeon Marah. After this program, please like, share, and then come to Banio. He will do an artwork of you. Continue about Bob Marley.
So yeah, this took me like some 8 hours, I think.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out. Like sometimes it was consistent, sometimes it was not.
Yeah.
It's like I remember like the starting stages. I started with the eye here. Yeah.
How long did it take you? So like 8?
Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then my struggle, I think, was like having to do the hair,
the locks, the dreadlocks,
and like the beard.
Okay.
I had to like find like any dry pen
Okay.
So then I could like make these
The
texture.
the calls. The
Yeah.
calls.
of the dreadlocks. and so-
Dreadlocks, yeah.
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 So then I'd sketch over it, try to blend it in, make it look like the dreadlocks.
That's right.
So yeah, it took a long time.
Yeah.
Had to make each kind of
Yeah.
strand of hairs.
Okay.
Like boom,
To
boom,
make
boom.
it look good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is a good one. So are these things for sale or you just put it for exhibition purposes? Like this one. Is it
this
for
one?
sale?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. The price tag will come from mom. Okay. So but I think you have some others at the back there. Do you want to show that too?
Yeah, sure.
Here's two more. These are like. So what is this about? This is who? Who
So
is
this is like
Let's show them. Let's show them.
last year. I was asked by my art teacher to do a couple of portraits for the Melisizwe brothers who are coming to Edmonton to perform. So this one is the youngest one. I drew him quite nicely.
So was he able to? Was the guy able to see this your painting?
Yeah, you see the signature right here.
Oh, he signed on it.
He signed it.
Okay.
I don't know whether it is
Yeah.
the other one,
Okay.
the oldest one wants.
Okay.
But I was able to find this one as well. This is the middle child, this guy. It's also took like a long combination of hours to draw.
Okay. He also signed on it.
Yeah, right there.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you see, this guy is not only doing for Edmonton, he's doing for even celebrities coming. As you can see, they appended their signature. So, una wale Banio drofona. Una wale Banio drofona, na this. Una piam, the drum. He's a professional. A professional. Now you've seen the artwork of Banio. He's an artist and he's gifted. He's also, he's not only an artist, he's gifted. Let's talk about, now that we've done that, let's talk about your schooling work. Has this anything to do with your studies, like doing the arts? Has it been affecting your schoolwork, like how you perform in school? Your like being good in math and English. How has this impacted your performance in school?
Well, for one thing I could say, it had like affected like the time I could do studying, the time I could do arts.
Yeah.
Like those were like the early days where I started drawing. But over time I learned to like manage my time for studying, my time for doing arts. I like set up a times table. Like in the week, which day I could study or specific timing I could do that. Even being lucky to do like some sketches in school, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm not busy, if I like finished my homework, my studies in school, I could do a little sketching. Yeah.
That's good. I love that. So like if you want to see a grade, like both to blend both your artwork and schoolwork, which like from say 10 to 1 to 10, how will you grade yourself as of now?
I grade myself like 7 to 8, yeah, say.
7 to 8. Why not 9?
No, there's room for improvement.
That's right. I love that.
I'm willing to go there. Yeah.
So you've heard about the art side of our boy here, my grandson, your nephew, your cousin. How would you inspire other people to become an artist like you?
So if you yourself have a passion for any kind of arts, whether it's even outside arts, music, sports, whatever it is, don't let anybody bring you down. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. Because eventually, if you do start believing that, it's going to make you stop from that hobby or whatever it is. They can say, if, for example, if that stops you, that could even stop you from acquiring fame. It could stop you from acquiring money or all that's good stuff. So whatever happens, don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to anybody that tries to cast you down. Listen to the people who try to cast you up instead of the people that are trying to cast you down. Always try to focus on the positive rather than the negatives. Yeah.
So you got it now. Banio himself is saying this as a young man, upcoming artist. He's good in school too. So let's switch to the part of where people will say, "Oh, why are you going this?" I spoke to you the other day, and you seem to be involved in sports, and you took a difficult sport, which is boxing. Let's go to the ring and do some sparring, some jabs, some uppercuts, some weaving, jiving. Let's do something about it. How about your boxing skills? I heard you're a boxer too. You want to be a boxer.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous sport.
Yeah.
So let's walk us through your love for boxing. Why not football? Why not basketball? Why boxing?
So even my young days, I started with soccer. Like a lot of people, they start with soccer. Like it's even something traditional in my family.
Okay.
Like it's been passed down from Africa. A lot of people play soccer back home. Over time, as I grew older, like let's say when I was in grade 6, I came across like boxing in movies such as like Rocky and
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Or
Okay.
like even like Creed with Michael B. Jordan. I became intrigued by those films. I was like, wow, like I like this kind of action. Maybe I could practice with my pillow. So I asked my older brother or my sister, hold this pillow up in the air. I was like,
they begin to do your thing. Begin to do your thing. You jab, you weave, and I got it.
Yeah. So I even began to study like how like the techniques in those films. So even I'd search up. I was so desperate to even watch just like clips of those films, like Rocky 1, Rocky 2, so on, so on. Yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from that. That's like my foundation, my inspiration for boxing. Yeah.
People will say boxing is too much of a dangerous sport. What was the reaction from your parents when you started doing boxing? Were you encouraged, or were you sort of, what you do go do pan boxing? Like business for go box person? What has been the reaction from your parents?
Well, one day when I'm coming back from boxing class, my dad asked me, "Do you want to become a boxer?" And I said, maybe. He was like, no. Yeah, I want you to focus in school. You just focus on your studies.
Yeah.
And he kept on giving me a lecture, like, you see these boxers like Muhammad Ali, he even got sickness, was it Parkinson's? Yeah, Parkinson's disease, because he kept on getting a lot of blows
to
the head.
Yeah.
And that I could respond back to that because he himself since I'm studying a lot of boxing, he was not really defending himself correctly.
Yeah.
But it can happen to anybody who's boxing or doing any kind of martial arts. Just as long as you can defend yourself, you'll be okay in the long run.
So if you're asked, now you're in a dangerous sport, and a sport which gives money, because if you check now, Mike Tyson made lots of money. And right now there is this Nigerian, he was born in Nigeria, but then, no, he was born in England. They call him Anthony Joshua. He's a Nigerian, British. He was born in London, born in England, but with Nigerian parentage, and he is about the best boxer now in England. Of course, he is the champion of England, and now he's making lots of money. So if you are given the choice to box if you are called up to box for Canada or for Sierra Leone, where would you box for?
Well,
to box for Canada or to box for Sierra Leone, where would you go? Because you have your Sierra Leone heritage.
It's a tough decision because
I don't want to put you on the spot.
I was raised in Canada, I know.
Born in Canada, right?
Yeah, born in Canada, raised in Canada.
Okay.
Like a lot of my opportunities are from Canada.
Okay.
Though that won't even let me get distracted or forget where I really come from.
Okay.
My parents who came from Sierra Leone. Like rich culture, rich diversity there. Yeah. From the Limba people in the mountains to
Limba,
the Creole people on the coast.
Can you speak Limba?
No, I don't even know, like small sentences.
All right, okay, no worries.
Like Monday.
Okay, Monday. Oh, all right, okay. Maybe your mom will speak. So if you are given the choice, you prepare to box for Canada because You were born here, and you get better opportunities here.
Yeah.
So if you want to advise your colleagues back home, all over and here and back home about boxing or sports, so what would you say to them?
Well, whatever is like more intriguing to you, if it's like makes you have more honor, then box for that. You know, me since I was read here in Canada, then in that case I'd box for Canada, since this is the land that gave me multiple opportunities, you know. But that will never make me forget where I really come from, Sierra Leone, back home.
Yeah.
You know, say if I was entering the ring, I'll be representing Canada, but
Sierra Leone will be in your heart.
It will be in my heart. Even in my clothes, I'll be wearing like, let's say, a kind of decorated.
Green, white, and blue.
Yeah, green, white, and blue. The national colors, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because a footballer, Antonio Rudiger, he was born in Germany to Sierra Leone parents. He has discovered Sierra Leone. He's even been there once or twice. And I think he has a foundation in Sierra Leone. Whatever he does, he makes sure he has green, white, and blue, maybe the band in the hand. Or he is crazy about Sierra Leone, even though he wasn't born there. But there is a problem in Sierra Leone right now. I don't know if you heard about that. As we're rounding up on your section. There is a problem in Sierra Leone with this infestation of drugs, kush and stuff. How do you feel about that? Because have you been to Sierra Leone before?
No.
When do you intend to go there?
Well, I intend to go there maybe
with your parents, right?
Yeah, with my parents. Yeah, of course with my parents. And then if I could travel there, like in my adult years, you know.
Yeah. So what would you tell the youths? Because the whole place is inundated with kush and whatnot. If you are asked to advise your colleagues, youth, schoolgoers, students of universities, what will you say to them at this point in time?
Well, I just, as a word of advice, just never get into that kind of stuff, you know. Me, myself, I know some people who've got themselves involved with any kind of drug, like whether it's hard drug or alcohol, whatever it is. Their lives have become from here to here.
That's right.
It even slowly decreases your mobility, your ability to think properly, to make proper decisions. So never get into that kind of stuff, you know. It will really make a bad chapter in your life, you know.
That's right.
You'll forget who you really are. You're like, your family will be very disappointing, you know.
Yeah.
You won't even know who you are anymore as a person.
Yeah.
You know, so never get into that stuff just for the good of it. If your friends tell you, if your friends pressure you to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. So yeah.
So you see, you're listening to our young 14-year-old Banio, Marah. You listen to him. He's been speaking about his love for art. He spoke about his focus in school. And he's also spoken now about boxing as a boxer, a protege. And also he's giving an advice to you, the young ones, watching this program. This is young Banio Marah, born in Canada, but with love for Sierra Leone too, the land of his parents. He's just advising you guys out there who are engaged in drugs, smoking, and doing kush. He's just advising that it will tear your life down. It's not good for you. Listen to a young man, because this is the podium where you will get all the advices. This is 14-year-old Banio Marah, an art student, good in school, and also a boxer. Don't try him. He will defend himself, and he will defend himself so well. Don't try him. You see, he's built for boxing, but he's very respectful. Soon we'll be coming over to the mom, because with very supportive parents, you will go places. Very soon we'll get the mom to come join us on this podium to tell you parents out there that when your child is doing sports, or whatever he or she is doing, support them. Ladies and gentlemen, a while ago we were talking to 14-year-old Banio Marah, the artist, the very focused student. Now we're talking, and the boxer in the making. Now we have the mom, the very supportive mom, You heard him say he has supportive parents. Now we have the mom. You know her. She's a community activist. She's a prolific dancer and a mom and a good wife. So we have in our midst my wife, Conteh. I don't know. I know she's Mrs. Marah. Welcome to this podium.
Thank you, sir.
She is a student of Annie Walsh Memorial School. Because I know that, because I know so. When my friend, the husband, Simeon was going to get married, when they were going to get married, they said, Mr. Oldfield had to go marry me, Annie Walsh girl. I was so, wow, Annie Walsh woman. But we'll break this part into both English and Creole, because we want what she's going to say will impact other women or mothers. We are here to tell the stories of everyday people, their experiences, and also celebrities, which you'll be soon the mom of a celebrity sitting close to you. Tell me, Mary, how you don't do for impact you, Banio with the draw, and many times you see the parents say, no, let me picking up on this, let me picking up on boxing, now school arsenal. So how you don't impact Banio? Tell me how you don't impact Banio in drawing and in school and work, and then with in boxing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oldfield, and thank you to Madine for inviting us to this podcast. Banio start for draw way being small, way younger. And as they grow, we see more passion, more improvements. So as a Kumbra, we be say a very social, and I decided to be more supportive to them by enrolling them to some private art school.
That's good.
Where he starts. So he attend one private school within a St. Albert's. I think he go there for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but later on, somebody connects me with another institution. So I look into that other institution there. I see the man in work.
Okay.
And then I also look at the man in other students there, we range from 5 years to up to university level.
Wow.
So I check all those out, and then I say, wow, this could be a good institution.
Wow.
For Banio.
So now you move them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, hesitate for
Yes.
move them from here to
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Some parents then will say, me picking at school at the center, I'm going to send him to school. I don't want him or her to be in this stuff only for school. But you took the bull by its son. You saw the progress being made by the son. So you decided to say, okay, let me support him.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to parents who will say, I'm not that I just am picking go school for. My son or my daughter is going to school only to become a doctor or to become a lawyer, failing to realize that there are lots of talents. Yeah. People are inborn with talents, God-given talents. Yeah. What is your message to some of these parents who will say, no, I don't want my son to go to the,
one thing for sure is that we all don't know what's in the future.
Yeah.
So when you begin from way young, you start to exhibit certain things, certain talents, look into them and see how passionate they begin on that particular talent day.
Yeah.
And then if you see the begin really passionate on that talent day, now your responsibility as a parent for support and push them towards that, because it can be saying that something where they make them happy, So now your responsibility for be supportive to your picking, because for bring picking can at this world, not for just feed them, clothe them, or house them. There is a lot we call parents a parent.
Yeah.
So if you picking one for explore, allow them for explore, but in a positive way. Yeah.
Okay. Now we talk about you, but you're not you one a parent. Now I know Banio and Papa, I'm a friend, Simeon Marah.
Yeah.
How on all to the work for because not you want to take decision. The father is there, and they now not to they decide. So you man self a day in the same line with you for support Banio and this in drawing, and I they do not school because I can ask another question. We go for do the tranga one. When I go for that bam bam boom boom. So now talk first about the support from the father for Banio and drawing.
He did trying best, but as a countryman, the man don't believe in just education.
Oh yeah, okay. I got
You know, in mindset now like beginning for just going to school and come now house,
Okay.
nothing else.
it. Okay.
So me na the one way before say no. As long as me begin in mindset depends on something,
Yeah.
na me responsibility also for support am
Okay.
and allow am like explore.
So how far you don't go for cajole the man? See, it's a low give Banio a try. Let do it
On
when
and
once
off.
they do well at school, eh?
Whatever na on and off.
right.
Yeah.
So how about now he do something else? He's doing something else, which is boxing. He say, let me born. Let not go broke me born jaw because trust me. When I spoke with Alfonso Davis's father, well, Alfonso, it's a big name in Canada. He started. He was born in the refugee camp in Ghana, and now he came to Canada, Edmonton for sure.
Yeah.
And he started with the Edmonton. Very soon I will go and talk with the man we had all been there. When the football guru when I condemn and say I'll be talking to him soon.
Yeah.
On this very podium. And Alfonso Davis Canada, he made a name for himself. Now he's one of the best footballers in the world.
Nice.
Now, in father told me, the papa tell me say, when it not be easy for the take Alfonso for in the skipping job, he was skipping his job to even go accompany his son to practice. I mean, the kept walk, left walk, say, but now Alfonso is a millionaire in his own right. So it's not easy. Now Banio, not only the drawing and doing work at school, they also go for boxing. Bang, 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 bang. And they intend for box for Canada. What is your take on that?
Well, I continue for be a parent and I continue for support am on what he elect for do. Even though it's not easy as a working mom, sometimes I could even be sleepless. But hence, when it come to me picking them, I'm always there to try for push them to whatever way they really desire them hearts into.
So, what are the sporting person at the family? Now you or now Simeon, the husband? What have been the sports? Because the way I see, look at you in the one.
Yes.
You want in the world, she want primary school. Which primary school you gonna? Laton?
Primary school I go na Kabbalah.
Okay.
They call it RC school.
Okay. And you one day?
Yes.
Now you been the camp first.
Actually, me junior high, we also na Kabbalah, and they call it KSS.
Okay,
Me
Kabbalah
na
Secondary
be
School.
Soccer player.
Oh, soccer player.
Yeah. They
Wow.
used for call me Musu Pele.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm hearing this
So
now.
I was once a sport for seniors.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So Banio took this spot from you. Then when you can, what should you do?
Not much of sport actually.
You
Just
be the one
school.
boy, you be the DBN. So many a time, the students or the children can take something from the parents.
Yeah.
Simeon, I know Simeon and Papa, himself are always strong and very, very athletic. So, as we round up now, I want to give you a word. Something that happened back in the salon. You know, Komra. You don't go salon couple times in the salon you born. There is too much problem going on. And this is affecting our kids, the youth. This drug business, we don't infest the salon. As a mama, a salon will come as possible come in a salon. Which they advise to the government, the parliamentarians, for let them work together for let this kush thing become a thing of the past. Because you go and take your picking and go there, you don't go and take them go where drug don't infest and then go and bug you picking them.
Yeah.
Which now you take on that, man?
It's really heartbreaking. Seeing videos, images of young adults, teenagers, were seriously deeply done into these drugs, what they call kus, what they go on a salon. Me as Kumbra, we busy, I get teenagers, like it's deeply, deeply heartbreaking. Like no Kumbra no day we go leg for born in Pekin, Isian, that kind way.
Really, yeah.
And to the government, the young one then, na the youth, the way they come up, then are the future of
That's
tomorrow.
Well said, ma'am.
So whatever way they endanger this youth, they for try every possible means for eradicate them and educate the youth them. Now, all the various schools, every institution, educate them about the impacts of this particular drug. So
See, I told you guys that she is from Annie Walsh Memorial School. Even my producer is an Annie Walsh student, Awoga. These are Annie Walsh students. She can speak, flawlessly in English, but she wants to break it down in Creole. Go ahead and don't it off. Because we got to tell the government, we got to tell the politician and say, this is what happen at salon, enough fine at all. Banio go wango salon go waka, go wango draw na salon, go wango box na salon. He wouldn't want to be in this situation whereby the town, the city, the country is being infested with drugs. You politicians, you parliamentarians, the government, all those concerned, please listen as we're rounding up this program. We're giving you stories of everyday people, the successes and experiences. Round up, Mrs. Sandy.
So this whole course, na a total bad influence to the youth them, who they come up, if possible, to the governments. In fact, then for make them as a crime to anybody where they do them as a business.
So if it be a criminal offense, right?
Yes.
That's right.
If it be a criminal offense to anybody where they do as a business, for sell these drugs to young picking the way they come up. Probably if they don't make them do as a criminal offense, where they charge people then, where they deal with them, I believe say it will start from there for court and now.
You've had it all. As we end up now, we'll hear from the man himself, the man who brought us here, who is 14-year-old Banio Marah. He's an artist, as you can see. You've seen his handiwork. He's a good student in school, and he's also a boxer in the making, probably for Canada. So he's now going to round up this whole thing for us by giving the advice to his peers and to the government and parliamentarians in Saloon. He's not a politician. He doesn't want to be one. But he has to say his bye-bye on this program. Banio, round up for us, please.
So all of you who are watching, whether you are children, teenagers, adults, elders, whoever you are, just keep in mind that there's other people here who are in a bad state. They're in this poverty, this struggle. Keep in mind for that. Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what your parents have done for you. Me, I've been living in Canada for all my 14 years of life. My parents have done their job to raise me as a good person, They struggled even to come here to Canada as refugees from the Civil War that happened back home.
Yeah.
If your parents were immigrants or refugees, be thankful that you are here in this first world country. You know,
that's right.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing from God. And that you were not born over there where at that specific time. It's a blessing to be born in this
part of the world.
Type of the world, like this western part of the world, Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. If you are in this part of the world, if you are descendants of immigrants or refugees, don't take your life for granted. Don't think, because I'm living here, I have all this luxuries.
Right. You said it, old boy.
Don't take that for granted. If you yourself are doing drugs, or is drinking alcohol, is smoking, whatever it is, think about this. Your ancestors who are living before you, would they like to think that you are the person who's smoking? Is this my grandchild? Is this my great?
They wouldn't be proud of you at all.
Yeah, they wouldn't be proud of that. Did they fight for this? Did they do that just for you to sit at home, be smoking, doing riff raff business? Think about that. They were born in this tough part of the world. And then here you are in the easy part of the world where you could have so much opportunities, yet you're taking it for granted.
That's right. I love that. Thank you so much. So you guys out there, you are listening to a young man, 14 years of age, Banio Marah. He was born in Edmonton. He was born in Canada 14 years ago. And now he's inspiring you guys to stay away from drugs, because that's the problem we're having in Sierra Leone now. He's not been there yet. He's not been opportune to be there. But now he's asking you guys to stay focused. For those who are born here, avoid all the things that is not good for life, drugs and everything. You guys out there in Sierra Leone, if you are not even fortunate to be in Canada, please stay focused. To the government, anybody, as the mom says, Mrs. Mary Conteh, name Mrs. Marah, I'll call her Mrs. Marah. She's warning, she's giving a gist to the government. It should be criminalized. Anybody who is guilty, shipping or engage in destroying the lives of the youth who are the future of the country of Sierra Leone. Every day we see heinous videos, disturbing videos about people becoming zombies. It's bad. You, the parliamentarians, you, the government, all those responsible should be brought to books. No hand picking, no cherry picking. If somebody who's in green is guilty of an offense, he should be treated the same way like the person who is in red. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. We're not being political here. The government, President Bio, the Vice President, all of you guys, the APC and all of you, SLPP, Sierra Leone is bigger than any political party. We are talking now. Myself, I joined Mrs. The mother, Mrs. Mary Yandi Marah, ni Conteh, and the boy Banio. I even joined my producer and the director, that we condemn wholeheartedly. We are against drugs. It is destroying the youth. People are even going to the cemetery to go disturb the dead, using their bones for nonsense. Please, let's do everything to get Sierra Leone blessed. This is how we'll round up today. And to say bye-bye to you, may you please wave your bye-bye to our people out there.
Bye-bye.
That is the mom of Banio, the supportive, very supportive mom. She is with her husband in this, Simeon. Banio, say your bye-bye to your colleagues and people out there.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Yes, this is how we round up today. Bye-bye till you hear from me again very soon.